started to realize, like, the longer he was living off base, living by himself, like, this nigga was getting busier and busier. Why you getting busier and busier? Because you talking to more and more bitches. That's why.
She's back.
Alright, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a few days, but hopefully I gave y'all enough time to watch episode 1 through 3, because today we are on episode 4. And if you ain't watched 1 through 3, where you been at? Where you been at? Because shit's getting serious. I ain't got nobody watch my kid right now, so I'm telling the story and watching my kid. So if you see a lot of cuts in this video, it's because I'm yelling at my kid. So we finna cut right now. Zara! What are you doing? Get on that couch and watch TV, okay? All right, I love you. All right. All right. So let go. So the last story time, I pretty much told y'all about how all the chlamydia shit went down and me finding out his real age, all that. If you want to know all the details, go back to episode 3. So let's get into episode 4. So around this time, like, I'm realizing, he done lied to me about a few things. I'm starting to notice now, like, he's a liar. And I just get the feeling like if he's lying to me about his name, his age, all this stuff, he's definitely lying to me about being faithful to me. Like, this man gotta be cheating on me. Like, it's just no way. And I kept getting... Okay, so around this time, I pretty much knew, like, if he lying to me about all this stuff, like, he gotta be lying to me about other shit, too. Like, is he really being faithful to me? And, like, I feel like, you just be doing a lot of weird-ass shit. And it's just no way that you not cheating on me, too. I'm not gonna lie. I do this in a lot of my relationships. Like, I feel like they faithful and they in love with me at the beginning, but then as soon as I start getting attached to them and I start falling in love, I just assume that other people see what I see, and then I automatically think they cheating on me. And it's a bad habit, and I know, but a lot of the times I have been right. So maybe it's me protecting myself from these ain't shit ass niggas. But I don't know. I could be fucking up a good thing. I don't know. But we gonna see. We gonna see if the theory work out in this next relationship I'm in. Because I'm not going for none of this shit this time. I tell you, all this bullshit I was going through in these story times, I'm not going through that shit no more. I'm not a dumb bitch no more.
You're a dummy, bitch.
So... usually, like I said, around this time, I start to feel like, I raised them up so high and hyped them up so much to the point where they feel like they could do better than me. Like, I feel like, I be like, making them feel so special and stuff, it kind of gets to their head. Then they start treating me like I'm lucky to be with them type shit. So around this time, he was very manipulative. So even when I got, in this type of scenario, he was kind of playing on that. So I would, have thoughts and denial and stuff about him actually being truthful and faithful and all this stuff. And in return, and he would actually, I don't know how to describe it. I'm just going to skip that part because I don't know where I was going with that, baby. I can't connect the dots of what I was going with that. So we just going to go to the next thought. Okay? So around this time, I did believe that maybe there could be other options. And I wanted to make sure that I was, I was that bitch. So I started doing shit like buying his love. So this is something I typically do. If I feel like, I want to make sure that I want to secure my spot and all this stuff, which I shouldn't have to, but it's just something that I do subconsciously. Then I start doing shit like buying my love. So I would be buying this man gifts. Like if he went to the club or something, went out to the club, I'm like, babe, if you need some money, like I could send you a few dollars, whatever, because this was around the time we was getting them stimulus checks. So a bitch was balling, okay? A bitch had money. And then I was in college too, so for some reason they kept giving this was around the time they was giving us stimulus checks. So I had that money on me, so I was treating him like one of my hoes for real. Like, babe, you going out? Like, here goes some money. Like, whatever you need, I got you. Like, just call me and let me know if you need some more. Like, I got you, babe. Type shit. Okay.
Oh, hell no.
Dumbass bitch. So, like I said, I was sending him money. I bought him a nice ass name brand watch. The brand was not Invicta, whatever it's called. It was a Fossil watch. And I even got I got it engraved, and it was like I love you forever and always, Cameron, something like that. He still has this watch to this day. He even wore that watch when he went to take all these zoo and family pictures with his wife. Bitch. But I guess he never took it off, so she didn't see the inside engraving, because she probably would have slapped his ass if she did, because that bitch did not play with him, I'm telling you. But yeah, he still has that watch to this day. So that was one of the things I did buy him. I would be like, if we met up or something, I would buy us food. All the times we went out to eat to nice ass restaurants and stuff around that time, I was the one that paid for it. Like, all of my money was going towards buying this man love, because I wanted to make sure that I was a top bitch. And little did I know, I was still one of many. Like, it did not matter what I did. I could have literally died for that man. He would have woke up again and cheated with another bitch. Like, he did not give a fuck. Like, no fucks given. He look at the devil texting me now, girl. Just who? They did not tell you. I just want to take a break for a second, because you hear, like, before you have kids and stuff, you hear all this stuff about baby daddy drama, baby mama drama. But the worst part about it that they don't talk about is the fact that you go through all this trauma and all this horrible shit with this person, and you literally have to talk to them. Like, you have to see them. You have to go to family functions with them. You have to, because you have a kid, and I feel like that's the most cruel shit you could ever do. Like, you know this person. You wouldn't trust this person with your big toe, but you gotta trust it with your child. The baby that you grew for 9 months, the baby that you've been taking care of. Like, this shit is crazy to me. I do not understand it. I do not get it. But shit, I got what? She 2 years old. I got 16 more years to go, and I'm through with this man. 16. So there was this one particular time. Actually, not one particular time. Around this time, I would pretty much count on him coming to get me on the weekends, because I had nothing else to do. I had nowhere else to go. I couldn't go nowhere else. So he was my only bet to leave the house. So, pretty much, if, he had other things to do, I'd be like, oh, well, if you come get me, like, we could go here, we could go there, I'll pay for this, I'll pay for that type shit. And then he'd be like, oh, all right, I'm coming type shit. So it wasn't like he really wanted to come get me. I was like kind of like begging / bribing him to come get me.
For the love of God, please! Damn! Damn!
Which I should have realized too. But at the time, my mindset was like, I mean, even if he don't fuck with you, this is a way to get out of the house. Like, it's a way to get some D, because you ain't getting it from nowhere else right now. Let's just play the game how it's played. But the game ended up playing me, baby. But we just gonna keep going with the story. So it was this one day that I wanted him to come get me, and he was saying that he had got held up with some kind of testing or something they had to do on base, whatever. So I'm waiting hours. So I'm like, okay, well, let me start getting dressed and stuff, because it's already 6, 7 o'clock. It's getting dark outside at this point. So I'm going to just go ahead and do my little makeup and stuff, put a cute little dress on, take a shower, all this stuff, so I can be ready for when he done whatever he got to do on base. So he texting me hours going by. He still texting me like, oh, I'm still here. Like, my roommate is now doing the same thing, so I'm waiting on him because that's my ride, or he riding with me, some type of shit like that. And I'm believing in shit. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm literally getting mad because I done got dressed up, I done got cute, like all this stuff for this man, and he just stalling like, oh, I gotta do this, like we still here, we still waiting, da 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 da. And I never really found out the true story about that. I may ask him and see if he'll tell me the truth, which he probably won't. But as time went by, I started to realize that he probably was never stalling at that base. He was probably with another bitch, or he was out doing something to where he didn't want me there. So he just made up a story instead of just telling me like, no, not today. And not to mention, it got to the point where I had to beg him, because it would be days like, oh, he planned to come get me, and then I'll tell him like, oh, my period came, and then he don't come no more. So then I pretty much knew, like, at this point, like, unless we fucking, like, he not gonna come see me. He don't want to see me if I'm on my period, because in his mind, of course, if this bitch on her period, I'm gonna go fuck the bitch that's not on her period. So, bitch, he would just taking turns with me and other people. Of course, at this time, I did not know that. But it all made sense in the end. So I'm just telling you what the big picture was of the scenario, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I was literally at this point begging this man to come get me, come see me and stuff, spend time with me, because I started to realize, like, the longer he was living off base, living by himself, like, this nigga was getting busier and busier. Why you getting busier and busier? Because you talking to more and more bitches. That's why. By this point, I don't really trust him. Like, every time I'm going over his house, like, I'm finding like condoms, not open condoms, but just like condoms in his drawers, condoms in his bathroom, condoms on the floor. And around this time, like, we not really using condoms. So I'm like, why do you got so many condoms? We not using condoms. That was the red flag number 3,000. But I still in my head was like, you know what? Even if this nigga not for you, he doing good for right now. And he wasn't even doing good for right now. But I really needed to get out the house. Like, he was my escape from all the bullshit that I was going through with that lady. So I tolerated the bullshit. That was one of the main reasons that I ended up getting so deep with him the way that I did, was the fact that I was pretty much locked in the house unless he came to get me. So that's all that I'm going to say right now. That's all this information is going to lead up to episode 5, where I talk to y'all about why I decided to run away from home and to live with him. So if you want to hear that story time, please stay tuned. I think I may go ahead and post both story times today, but we're gonna see about that. But yeah, let me know what you think about all the red flags in story time. Let me know how many red flags you counted in this story time down below. And yeah, that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching this story time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Boom boom release Miss Jazz. Bounce mama dick, oh yeah.